stuff, come on up. Let's hear about it. So keeping the sport alive as we get ready for our next race. Here they come out onto the course. Once again, it's the limited buggy and 1,600 desert cars. The first 5 cars look somewhat similar. You can kind of tell that they're short course. And then there's the one in the back, the red car. That's got a slightly different look, a little bit longer wheelbase.
Meant for the desert, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell it's just a little bit different and a little different form of racing. But every single round, that car is on the track here at the Great American Short Course Series. So here they come across the line, getting ready for...
Well, this is going to put us the halfway mark of the day here for the main events.
Don't start counting down.
I'm not counting. We have to finish this before I count.
So here's our lineup right now of our limited cars. On the front row will be the 319 of Carson Smith. Alongside of Carson Smith will be the 328 of Shane Prescott. In row 2, inside Sean Jones in the 385 alongside Travis Howard in the 318. And then rounding up the field of limited buggies will be the 368 of Darren Sefton. And finally, the desert buggy, the 1601 of Kevin Streety. And Kevin Streety in that car, absolutely indestructible. When was the last time you saw that car drop out of a race?
Never.
Exactly.
Those things are like, they go like 500 to 1,000 miles in those machines.
Yeah,
That's what they're designed to do.
You got a 357 or a 44 mag, walk up to it, shoot a couple times in the door, it's still going to keep on running.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't put it out of its misery. It's just going to come back and, yeah. Ah, geez. David Clark checked in. Hey. He goes, Walter here. I've named him Walter about 7 years ago, photographer out of KOH, but he's always got that ornery look on his face.
Oh,
like Walter the puppet.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So somehow, for whatever reason, it's stuck. So thanks for chiming in, Dave. Where are you at right now? Are you at home or checking out a certain driver you're going to be cheering on? Let us know, man. Coming to green flag this time by as our pace vehicle pulls off the track. We're going green right now.
And they're going to charge into turn number 1. Here we go.
Nice move to the outside. Carson Smith will take the point.
Yeah, it looks like Prescott back there. We also got Jones, Howard, Sefton, and of course Kevin Streety. They're getting in front. Then there, little course recalculation there.
There we go. Once again, Mod Kart's next race, their A-Main coming up next, race number 7 for the afternoon. And we get a car turned around in the final turn before the start-finish line as Kevin Streety goes by. Shane Prescott and Carson Smith still have the point as Shane Prescott has pulled away to about maybe a 4 or 5 car length lead. Darren Sefton with the issue in the final corner.
Yeah. Carson Smith there in that Kennedy racing machine. We've seen Gunnar Kennedy later in the pro buggy class under the same tent there. Kennedy boys. Coming up, we got modified cars to follow, production turbo UTVs with the thousands, pro buggy, Pro Light, and Pro 2 to finish it off here today.
And once again, another car goes around in the final turn.
So Prescott in the 328 goes by. Shane in charge there. There's the 385.
Sean Jones crossed.
Yeah. Wow, he really moved up through the pack. And then what I just noticed, Streety in the back, it's showing him on our screen though in second, but first in his class. So you're coming by here.
That was actually Carson Smith that went around.
Yeah, wow. So Smith back up to third place then.
The only insurance policy he has that a little bit of a cushion is the fact that this is still the first half. So still got a lot of race to go yet.
And you have the comp caution to deal with also.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Insurance policy.
Insurance policy, gotcha. Good term. Didn't think of that.
Oh, this is so much nicer than it was yesterday, huh?
Oh, gosh,
Oh,
yes.
my gosh.
Hallelujah, past the clouds and the breeze. Steve Hansen, he said during chapel service, he put a good word in for us.
Did something right.
Yeah, he did.
Fastest lap of the race so far is by Shane Prescott with a 59.17. Second quick goes to Carson Smith as he's a 6:0.39. So he's a little over a second back on single lap time. Yeah, Shane is all but checked out right now from the rest of the field in that silver 328. And look at the battle for second. Hey, oh man.
Carson Smith on the gas, going around the outside. He's going the long way around, and he's going to make that pass happen there. Smith going to go by Jones. There's a make it through. So now it's Smith, Jones, Howard, Sefton, and Streety.
Man, we got cars all over the place, and again, another car now loops it up there in the Talladega turn.
Was that Jones?
Maybe, I'm not sure. That when you do it in the polar opposite side of the race course.
Yeah, there's Carson Smith. There's the 318 machine, which is Travis Howard. So, yeah, that was Sean Jones that went around then.
Man, he's a good half a lap behind our leader right now, Shane Prescott. Yellow flag should be coming up this time by for the competition yellow.
And it sounded like Streety's machine went by. I don't know if that motor was quite sounding like it normally does.
Don't say anything because I opened up my mouth how indestructible that car was. Purring like kitten.
Yeah, it sounded okay.
A really quiet kitten.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
And there's competition yellow as our leader in the limited buggies goes by, Shane Prescott. Second should be Carson Smith coming around the corner and across the line. Travis Howard behind him. No, that's a 318. That should be it. Travis Howard.
Yep.
And Sean Jones. So they were pretty spread out.
Yeah, that did happen quite a bit. As we noticed, they're going in. Here comes Kevin Streety in the Lothringer 1601 buggy. So they've been collected now by the UTV up there. The whole field now should lead them around. Last driver to tag in the back.
Well, I feel like I'm the only Bucks fan here, and the tables have turned drastically as we've got 8 minutes and 29 seconds left in the Third quarter, and it's the Boston Celtics 63, the Bucks 53.
Ooh.
Game 7. So they've come back big time. Crap.
Well, I can't say nothing because I don't know any California teams right now. I got nothing for you. I know I just don't like the Celtics. So anybody who plays against the Celtics, I root for.
I remember being young and going to a Milwaukee Bucks game when they had tiny Nate Archibald playing for him.
Guy would slam.
I go and sit. I get courtside seats. I was in high school, I think it was. It's courtside seats during pregame warm-up. Tiny Nate, my hinder. You know, he's like way shorter than everybody else, but he was still like 6'3".
Yeah, which is short.
Jeez.
For a basketball player.
You know, I'm 5 foot nothing, and I'm like, I was expecting somebody like my size, but that didn't exist.
It wasn't an oxymoron. It's just short for a basketball player. And then you got Spud Webb.
Yeah.
Who dribbles between their legs. Well, back up front, Prescott now still in command out there.
Yeah, it didn't take him long to jump out front.
Carson.
And he over-rotates. Somehow he over-rotated, was able to come back and just enough to slam the door on Smith that tried to squirt down through the inside.
Yeah, Smith cut on those binders real quick, said, oh boy, coming at it fast.
Wasn't quite close enough.
Well, don't forget, we got Knick Knack Barbecue down there, brisket, pulled pork, all that good stuff. You want to check that out, or you can go on over to La Bufadora and grab some pastor, carne asada, potato tacos, all kinds of cool stuff. So, you got the flavor for hankering for barbecue, or you got some south of the border.
Worlds.
Yeah.
I tried a little
down south, and then you got down south of the border.
Yeah. You've got down south, hey. And then you got hey, come on down, check it out.
Sefton now trying to work on Streety. Is Streety able to get by him there? Hold on the spot. Oh, we got beaten and banging on for third place there.
The final podium spot.
Jones and
Howard.
Howard, yeah.
Looks like Jones is able to take the position.
Like the two Stooges fighting it out there.
Oh, they're back at it again in that final corner.
Oh, elbows.
But I think that was Jones completely turned around. Travis Howard was able to continue on, but now Jones is virtually out of it. Man, is Carson Smith coming back? I didn't see Shane Prescott make a mistake that would cause Smith to reel him in that much. But
well, I mean, he got it all out of shape, and that's when Smith had to get in the binders a little bit. But look at this. Prescott pulls him a little bit on the straightaways, and then it looks like he gets reeled back in there right after.
Oh, just as we bring it up, it looked like Carson Smith kind of got a little squirrely coming out of the corner, lost about 2-3 car lengths. As they head through turn one, white flag should be coming out next time around for our leaders as they head into turn number 2. Man, I don't know if there's going to be enough time for our second place car, Carson Smith, to reel in our leader. He's doing it a little bit at a time, but not nearly enough with only one lap remaining as they take the white flag this time around. a slight difference in chassis when you look at the profile, the sides of these cars. They are so equally matched up. I used to call this the IROC of off-road.
Yeah, that's a good reference.
No.
Not anymore. We did a little different.
And it looks like we got Darren Sefton pulling off the track once again. And here come our leaders out of the final corner. Time has run out, I believe, for Carson Smith, as here comes our winner. Shane Prescott will take the checkered flag. Carson Smith will come across in second. Travis Howard should be the third place car as he comes down the front straightaway. And Kevin Streety will take the win in the Desert 1600 car. You know, Dave, I can't help but think that there's another 1600 car, I should say, limited buggy, sitting right behind the grandstands that should have been on the track today.
Yeah.
As the current owner of the car stands right next to us.
Well, I think he took the starter out so Ashton wouldn't drive it around.
We could always bump started it.
So check this out.
Oh, no.
Ron Capps just set the fastest motorcycle run in drag racing history. 268 miles.
Wait, what?
Ron Capps.
He doesn't run a motorcycle?
He's got it.
Ron Capps?
No, I mean, Ron Capps posted that Larry McBride, as I meant to say, McBride just set the fastest record, 260 miles an hour on a motorcycle.
260?
8 miles an hour.
8.
Oh, my goodness. So Larry Spider-Man McBride, wow. Oh, my goodness. 260 miles an hour. Ron Capps, of course, we know about field driver, you know.
Yeah, that's why you threw me off base. I'm like,
no, that's what I meant to say. Ron Capps just posted on that. That is sneaking fast.
well, let's go down trackside one more time with Dave Arnold. Talk to our top 3 finishers in the limited buggy division and our winner in the desert car. Coming up next will be the mod carts. Mod carts coming up next. In staging will be production 1000 UTVs. Production 1000s in staging. Oh no. Mr. Arnold, look out, Mr. Arnold. Look out onto the track. Oh, it's moving. It wasn't a minute ago.
Well, another great race here for Limited Buggy here. Shane Prescott, of course, Carson Smith, and Travis Howard making it happen here. And we've got all 3 are going to get some K&N stuff. Very cool. K&N really hooking us up. We always love that. So we'll go ahead and get them on up here. They congratulate each other here. Give them some K&N and some AEM. You run the Spectra or air raid systems, all underneath the K&N brand. Whatever your flavor is, they got you. Great. Local Southern California company. So the boys are going to make it on up here and pass it off and talk about this story. Quite interesting. watching positions games and squirreling out and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm going to start off here, Travis Howard, $100 to you, sir. Well, this turned into an interesting, Scott and I were just talking up there. We kind of like call this the IROC series because all these limited buggies very, very similar.
Absolutely. And all these guys, they're great drivers, and, one mistake and it puts you back. So it's all about minimizing your mistakes and taking a few chances here and there as well,
Well, I saw you and Carson going at it quite a bit there, and if your new mistakes came in there, then you fight your way back up.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting. I mean, I think everybody on the track spun out in front of me at one point, and I just had to trying not to clobber anyone and just keep the thing going forward so we can get up here on this box.
Well, you made it to the box, and it's time to thank people for that.
Absolutely. First and foremost, the Knott family. Thank you so much, guys. B&R Buggy, General Tire, Jason Holes, California Deconstruction, Checkers Off-Road, Mud Muncher, F&L, King, E-Power Steering, and Meehan Motorsports.
Give it up for Travis Howard, everybody. Third place, limited buggy. Going to move it on here to Carson Smith, and he had an interesting one for sure. First, I'm going to give that K&N $100, but Travis said basically everybody's spinning out, and you were part of that.
Yeah, I mean, I was driving a little over my head, trying to keep up, trying to look for an open door, and made a couple mistakes, as he said, and I just don't think I was able to find the door to get around him today, but yeah.
Well, these things, I mean, they're not a lot of horsepower, but you got to be precise, because one little mistake, you do it, and really hitting your lines and your marks is so important.
Yeah, one mistake costs you another lap to catch up to the guy in front of you, so.
You don't have that horsepower to get right back on his tail.
Yeah, no. But I just want to thank my mom, my dad, the Kennedys, Gunner for spotting, Donnie Smith Plumbing, AIC, Gordon Feed, Orange Electrical, and yeah, everyone else that helped and came out.
Carson Smith, everybody, second place, and going to move it on over here to Shane Prescott. And Shane, kind of the same thing. You got out front, you got by everybody, and then we saw over at turn 5, you almost got looped out there, and you saw these guys coming. You're like, whoa, where are you going?
Yeah, the track was super slick off the start, and just everybody was, like he was saying, everyone was spinning, and a lot of wheel spin in the rears, so it was super hard just to even make any type of run in any of the corners, but ended up at the top, fewest mistakes, and I'm proud to be here.
Well, definitely a great job, and $100 from K&N for you too, and now you got some people to give some love to.
Yeah, of course. I got Shots Landscaping. They get me out here. They support my racing, and super fortunate to have them. K&N, General Tire, my whole family for making it out, supporting me. My spotter, mechanic, Peter, and Great American Short Course. Thank you.
There he is. Shane Prescott up on top of the box there, but one more time, give it up for Travis Howard, Carson Smith, and standing tall, the man, Shane Prescott, on top. Well, the clouds that come in, the breeze is coming up. Halfway through this series here, an awesome day of racing. The final day of racing, and it never disappoints us for sure. Absolutely.